15-year-old Alexa Languera and her friend were strolling along Victory Boulevard Wednesday afternoon. She was about to send a text on her phone when she went kerplop 5 feet down into a sewer.
There was a pole in front of me, and then there was a ladder behind me. The sewer wasn't that big. My rib hit the pole, and then my whole back was riding up against the ladder.
She says there were no cones and no barricades, and the two DEP workers were inside a truck.
It gets me mad, but I'm just like, whatever, it happened. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, yeah, I'm in like a lot of pain.
But her mother says they are considering suing the city to pay for Alexa's medical bills. The DEP says they're investigating. Glenn Schuck, 1010 Wins on Victory Boulevard on Staten Island.
Okay, for one, I'm wondering what there is to investigate. I mean, she fell in a manhole. There's hundreds of comments here, literally. I mean,
Yeah.
she fell in a manhole. There's nothing she could do about it, really. Yeah, it gets me mad, but what can you do about it? You can pay attention and not text while you're walking. It said she had a friend there, if I'm not mistaken. She had a friend there. Why didn't her friend step in?
I think she was laughing too hard, and then figured out she was in pain.
Yeah, I think she wanted her friend to fall in a manhole. And somebody made a comment on here. It said, the only crime is stupidity, the penalty is death, and is applied swiftly, without remorse. That is from Robert Heinlein. You know, they don't... Can you say teenager, they wrote, they don't pay attention to their parents or teachers. Why should they pay attention when they're walking? They know everything.
To live, maybe? Unless you're God, oh yeah, I definitely don't need to, like, see and walk. You know, I can just walk blind.
And there's somebody else made a comment. What if she was blind? There is a case here. You know, she wasn't blind is the thing, and she had a friend with her. And for two, how would she be texting if she was blind?
Oh, 6 cents? I don't know.
Alright, and also, there's somebody, city at fault. I doubt blind person would be texting. Blind person, sue. Texting child, put a band-aid on the cut. Thank God it wasn't anything real serious, and let it be a lesson for you.
I think you need a bigger band-aid than that.
Somebody said, I bet she was texting when she was in the hole.
He was like, I gotta finish this text.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here's one of them says that at least she's holy. Well, at least she is holy. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. There's No Church from No Church Sunday. There's also someone from Common Sense isn't that common anymore. There's no case here. Negligence on both counts. One for the workers leaving a manhole uncovered without a barricade, and one for the girl texting and not looking where she was going. For those who ask, what if the girl was blind? She wasn't, so it doesn't matter. It's not just teenagers doing this either. I've put my arm in front of a grown woman because keep her walking out in front of a bus because she's too busy thumb scrolling with her BlackBerry. People just don't pay attention where they're going anymore. And you can't blame technology for that. Technology does not remove your common sense. I do believe it will. It reduces hand-eye coordination.
I mean, like, if you're not good at, like, double tasking, then don't do it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what I would do is if I saw somebody walking, texting, about to fall in a manhole, get hit by a bus, you know, I wouldn't stop them because it'd be their own fault. I mean,
Yeah, I was like, no, go on.
I would feel a little guilty about it, but, you know, people are retarded. They need to quit paying attention to cell phones.
Oh, wait. Before you fall on the manhole, let me get that on YouTube. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, take a picture
She was
of this
walking.
here.
I mean, this isn't even a story. This is just stupidity.
Yeah. I mean, I liked how she said it hurt a little bit. And, correct me if I'm wrong, her friend was there?
15-year-old Alexa Languera and her friend were strolling along.
And her friend were strolling. They should say texting.
Yeah, they only mention her friend once, and they only mention texting like once in the whole video.
Well, I want to know where the friend was. I mean, where was the friend at? The friend had to be somewhere on there. The friend had to stop her. The friend had to try to do something, you know. I bet her
Maybe she was texting too, and she fell down a manhole, and no one ever got her out.
I bet her friend was sitting there after she fell in laughing her ass off, you know? I mean, I would be too. Pretty funny.
I was like, oh, this is so funny. And the city worker's going like, oh, there's a hot babe that needs our rescuing. Let's go.
Somebody said loser. I bet she also sends text messages while she's driving, putting on makeup and drinking coffee.
What? I drink coffee in the car. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And oh, look at this. Look, in the picture, it seems like they filled the manhole. They put the manhole back on. I don't know whether or not that was the same manhole, but apparently they, like, after they figured out that it was an empty manhole, they were like, okay, let's fill it up.
Well,
Let's
what happened is they said that they were flushing it, you know. They were flushing a high-pressure hose or something like that. Hang on, I'll find it.
Why would you... Flushing it like a toilet, or...
They were flushing a high-pressure sewer line at the time. I mean, she didn't just fall in it. She didn't just stumble in it. She took a bath in it. I mean, could you imagine that?
Someone mentioned Saddam. They're talking... Well, they said fill it at the manholes, or something like that, and it mentions Saddam's hole in the desert. Stop the evil holes today.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And from Jonald, yes, she has a case. What if she was blind? She's not, so that has no effect.
Yeah. I mean, it was hypothetically speaking. She wasn't blind.
That doesn't matter. I mean, they should have had stuff up, but you know, like they said down here, it says negligence on both counts. I think it should be. I mean, it's just common sense, really.
I think they should sue her. Sue her for being, you know, in their manhole. You gotta flush that.
Yeah, the city should sue her for going down there without permission. I really...
Yeah. What are you doing texting down in a manhole?
Hey, that's city property. You're not allowed to be down there. And somebody says, what if? All you what if it was a baby? Blind person, 5-year-old, etc. Folks, guess what? It wasn't. It was a 15-year-old not paying attention to what she was doing. If I had fallen in a manhole because I wasn't paying attention, my mom wouldn't be calling the newspapers or lawyers. She'd be slapping me upside the head and telling me to watch where I was going. I think I would be better served taught than I am responsible for myself. Then, if the message had been, whenever something bad happens, someone else's fault, they should give me money.
It's always someone else's fault. What are you dumb?
Yeah, I think nowadays, lawyers, attorneys, it's all about money. Everybody thinks it's all about money, nothing else.
It is. The city's probably trying to figure out how to sue them. I mean, come on.
Well, the city could countersue probably for negligence, you know, but they'd have to put it on their own part too. I
mean, you know, the only reason why they did this, they put it on the news, is so they could win the court case. You know, after this, they're going to win whether or not...
They're trying to get people to feel pity for them.
They're right.
I bet those scratches on the back aren't, you know, they didn't hurt too bad.
It doesn't look that bad. But you can tell she's from the hood, because she talks like, yeah, I fell in that hole, so
yeah,
what?
Yeah, she's in New York or something like that.
Yeah. What is this? Oh my god, you're going to the Manhole Club too? Me too.
Yeah.
Right.
Victory Boulevard Wednesday afternoon. She was about to send a text on her phone when she went kerplop 5 feet down into a sewer.
There was a pole in front of me, and then there was a ladder behind me. The sewer wasn't that big. My rib hit the pole, and then my whole back was riding up against the ladder.
She says there were no cones and no barricades, and the 2 DEP workers were inside a truck.
It gets me mad, but I'm just like, whatever, it happened. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean,
yeah, there is nothing you can do about it. But we're going on 9 minutes, or almost 10 minutes. I'm going to cut this. So once again, I am Scott from Ohio. That is Chris from Georgia. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. See ya next time.
Maybe.
Maybe, unless someone else falls out.